Hello and welcome back to another week of ZTV. We hope you had a great weekend. Today we have a few announcements.
First, our girls wrestling regional tourney will be today and tomorrow, and on the 17th and 18th. There is 5A East Regional Wrestling in Pryor.
Who's ready for a 3-day weekend? This upcoming Monday is President's Day, so don't come to school on February 20th.
And don't forget, Valentine's Day is tomorrow. Be sure to support the ZUAC fundraiser and buy a cupcake for that special person.
Now for the news.
I spoke with Coach Cope, who joined CHS from RSU as a basketball coach, and Hailey caught up with Coach Gelnar, our new baseball coach, who has professional coaching experience from his time with the Texas Rangers. Here's what they had to say about coming to Claremore High School. What is your favorite part about Claremore High School?
Claremore High School has a lot of history. It's like family. My wife went to school here. A lot of her friends still live in the area, went to school here. So there's a lot of people that I know. It's close to home. It's a great place to be.
Okay. What is the biggest difference in Claremore High School from your last job?
Size. It's about double the number of students as there was at Sky Duke, so there's a lot more people on a daily basis. It means a lot more moving parts, and at times a lot more things that can either be really good or go the other direction.
Yeah. So I know you coach girls basketball.
Mm-hmm.
How's your guys' season going?
We have a really young and inexperienced team, a lot of kids that didn't play last year, so we have been getting better every day. We still don't have the wins and loss record that we want to, but we're playing our best down the stretch here, so hopefully that continues on into the postseason.
Yeah. And what are you most looking forward to next year, both in the academic and athletics?
Hopefully improved internet and Wi-Fi over this summer will be a great addition for next school year.
All right. You heard it here first, folks. This is ZTV with Coach Cope.
My name is Jonathan Gelnar, and I am the head baseball coach here. I teach psychology and U.S. history, and I grew up in a small town in southwest Oklahoma called Hobart, and it's about 4 hours southwest of here. My wife is, her name is Macy, and she's an instructional coach at Union Public Schools. She's at Ochoa Elementary. We have a little boy that's 4 years old named Jet, and another little boy named Jaxon, who is about to be 10 months old. I started at South Mountain Community College in Phoenix, Arizona, and I played baseball there, trying to get away from Oklahoma weather in the spring, which it's about 70 degrees right there right now. So, and it's pouring rain here, so you guys can see why. But from there, I went to the University of Central Oklahoma and graduated with a bachelor in art and a minor in kinesiology. So after college, my first job was at Duncan High School, which is another 5A school in southern Oklahoma. From there, I got a job for the next 5 years at Union Public Schools, where I coached football and baseball. And then we went to Texas for 2 years, came back to Union for 2. I got a job with the Texas Rangers for 2, and then was at Owasso for 2. So I've made a couple stops along the way. For me, it all starts with relationships, and as an assistant, it was a lot easier to be in better relationships with kids because you're around kids a whole lot more, and now being the head coach of a program, you see it as a higher view and a lot more things going on. But luckily, I've got really good assistant coaches, and they have been here for a long time. They stayed even with the coaching change, and I'm very, very lucky to have that. And have them as a part of the program because they love here, they love being here, they love the kids, and so that's been a big part of it. But again, it does. You can't motivate somebody more than you love them, and so going back to loving on our kids every single day, just making sure that they understand that we value them as people, we value them as students, we value them as sons, and then we value them that much more than baseball players. Controlling what we can control, which is our daily processes in which we go about every single day. So setting up systems in place to where we feel like we're ready for game one, and then working backwards from there. So going back to August, just when you have change is hard, and good or bad. And so just trying to start at like a base level of, hey, here's what the program's going to be about. Here are the expectations, and working to where we're at now, which is just fine-tuning things and getting ready for scrimmages, getting ready for games. But we take it one day at a time. We try and get 1% better every single day and stack a lot of days on top of each other. and we'll see where we're at in May. But I believe in this group, and you guys come out and watch and see for yourselves.
April 27th through 29th, Claremore High School Choir and the drama class will be performing Guys and Dolls, the musical. We talked to Mr. Dunkeen and Miss Ramsey for more information.
Well, Guys and Dolls is about a group of people, not just one particular story, but a story about several people. There's some funny things that happen along the way.
It's a classic musical that is fun to do because you get to do a lot of different costumes. It's a cool time period with the types of suits and clothing that people wear, and it has catchy music that's just been a long-term classic musical that people tend to enjoy.
We have a lot of guys and we have a lot of girls that can both act and sing the parts, and so we had auditions, and that was the musical that was chosen. That's the main reason why I chose Guys and Dolls. One of the main differences is that there's a larger cast. So we have a pretty big cast this year. Students that saw Oklahoma last year are going to get something set in a total different time period in a different state. This one happens to be in New York City.
Oh, we're going to have some big sets, lots of lights. We want to transport you into Times Square. We want to transport you back to the 30s.
So far, it's pretty good. We're through with our vocal rehearsals. We're getting into rehearsing the scenes for the first act, and everybody is really enjoying the rehearsal part of it. Very excited. I always get nervous about the show and hope that everybody enjoys it. I know they will. I know that the students are going to do a fantastic job. We're going to use quite a bit of scenery, staging for this show. It's going to look really, really good. Each scene has its own special take on it. There's also a theme to it. So come see the show. And tickets will go on sale at the beginning of April. So anybody that wants to purchase a ticket for the evening shows will be able to do so. I haven't made arrangements for a school show yet, so I don't know about that, but hopefully we'll be able to do another school show as well, and for a discounted student price. So yeah, come see the show.
There are also some other new staff at Claremore. Our ZTV crew went into detail about what Grand Mental Health does for Claremore High School and our students. Grand Mental Health has placed Lexi Biswell along with some of her co-workers to help the students here at school with any emotional issues they may have going on. They are located in the attendance office and are available whenever you need them.
My name is Lexi Biswell, and I'm the behavioral health coach that is contracted out with the high school here. Honestly, I applied for the job back in January of 2015. And in June of 2015, I got an interview, and basically they said you see kids and you build rapport with them, so you get to know them, and then you just help them make it where they can get through their day. The services that we provide, if there's ever like what we consider a crisis situation, if a student is in crisis, meaning like high anxiety, having a panic attack, just really struggling, needs a break to come out of the classroom, then they come get me. Usually school counselors, they'll come get me and ask me if I can meet with them and we can talk, and then we can work on some coping skills to help them calm down until they feel like they're ready to go back to class and to continue the day. To help students succeed and to overcome any anxiety, depression, anything that they're battling, like eternally, that they don't want others or anybody to know. Our goal is to let them succeed and to help them and let them know that there is hope. There's probably a good 6 to 8 of us that come. Anywhere from 60, I would say right now around 60, 65. Absolutely. So our office is at 3100 Medical Parkway. I had to think about that. We just moved. And then there's absolutely always, we have a crisis line that is open 24/7. And there's also other, telephones and stuff and resources out there for students. If they need them, they can always go to the school counselors, or they can always stop by and I can help them as much as I can. Depends on the student. We take their time. So it is completely up to them, like if they're ready, if they're done talking, or if they still just need quiet just to calm down. So it really depends on them. If they really need it, we will let them sit here, as soon as, until they're ready to go. There's hope. It doesn't matter what you're going through. Everybody goes through those things at some point in their life, and that's what we're here to do.
That's all of our announcements for this week. Have a great weekend and
Go Zebras.